let's talk about people being absolute assholes. So I just phoned the department there to request some documentation that I'm finding hard to track down between one department of one building to another. So anyway, contacts them, was told to then contact this other place, phone them because we can't seem to lock down. So the person goes away, gathers information and comes back to me and basically is like, write down this email address and email them. So I did, but as I'm trying to write it down, it's quite a long email address, and I wasn't really understanding exactly what she was saying properly. So anyway, I did eventually understand what she was saying, but I'm obviously like, I've got a little bit of dyslexia, so I couldn't spell one of the words, and I said, I'm sorry, could you say that again a little bit slower, please? And she just said it as fast as she did, and so she just kept breezing on like she wanted me off the phone. And I said to her, I'm so sorry, like I've got dyslexia, like I'm not, I really don't know how to spell that. So then I was spoken to like I was 5. So it was like A, S, B, and it was like, I'm not 5, but also the tone in which she took to then speak to me was just horrible. So I can only imagine what it's like for people who have like severe dyslexia, or people who are dealing with, maybe quite an extreme tic, or somebody who has possibly not had good education whatsoever. And this government body person who deals obviously with people every day because they're on the other end of a phone for a particular department, I could only imagine what it's like for people. Now, I've had students come to me who can't read and write, and so I just adapt that to suit them. Like, I'm not making an assumption or an expectation of people, and I'm certainly not going to blast through things without thinking of their consideration. I have students that are not from this country, and the language barrier is quite difficult. So I have to remind the room, always speak slower, explain your information correctly, so on. So anyway, my point to this is, why is it that when you say to somebody, oh, I'm sorry, the embarrassment of having to explain that first of all, but then being spoken to like you are 5 and making that anxiousness of being able to spell that even worse. I just feel like it was a complete and utter uncalled for put down. What's your thoughts?